Hello everyone, my name is Sam, I'm from Appster, and today I'm joined by Maurice and Gabriel, who just went through an RCW, a rapid concept workshop here at Appster. Guys, thank you very much for joining us.
No worries.
Oh, thank you.
So,
Pleasure.
yeah, no, pleasure's definitely ours. You just went through an RCW, right?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was excellent. You want to explain something or?
I mean, well, it was insightful. It wasn't what I expected. I expected it to be very objective. I expected us just to pitch our idea, have it jot out on the board. But no, it was actually quite educational in the sense that our idea was taken in. Tom, who was excellent, saw the positives in it, but he also broke it down and said, look, this might have to change. He might have to take this particular approach. And as I said, it's an educational process. We've learned quite a bit. We look at it from a different aspect. We're not just looking at it as an app, but as something which has to target different people. And the whole thing is just completely different than sending off an idea and having someone else code it. So in hindsight, if we would have outsourced our coding to somewhere, we would have been devastated with our result because it wouldn't have catered to what we really want.
Right.
It wouldn't have catered to the party we actually want to cater to. So.
Yeah, I think Tom, he really simplified everything. He simplified the process. We would say, let's for instance say API, we didn't know what it was, so let's say minimal viable product, pivoting, stuff like that.
All the terminology.
Yeah, all the
right.
terminology. He was really good at explaining everything and make it clear.
So overall, it was a very satisfying experience because now we're on the right track, and we've successfully taken an idea and have turned it into something. I mean, we have a long way to go, but I think this was an incredible first step towards creating a successful application.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you see, we have a lot of clients who we talk to, and they're questioning whether to go through the process that you just went through. You know, whether to take an RCW or not. What would be your recommendation for someone who's in that position?
I'd definitely recommend it because it just gives you a simple idea, and it kind of also develops it's the starting point of everything. So you kind of people think you need a report for your business or anything. We really made it. We kept it simple and short, and I think that's a really good thing to do because it really narrows out your idea, and you cover everything, but you kind of don't cover everything, so it makes it leaves space. It leaves space to think about ideas, and that's what I think the best thing about it is because it leaves pivoting options. You can always add features.
Gotcha.
You can always add something to it. So it's basically that's what a minimum viable product is, and it was really helpful through this process, I guess.
Right.
To be honest, I was somewhat skeptical of the workshop. Not skeptical in the sense that I wasn't confident it'd be successful, but I didn't know what I would gain from it, and why not just have it coded. But then in hindsight, if you approach something, you could work towards it. Yes, you could work towards a final product. But if you're working in the completely wrong direction, then you're you're screwed. So I mean, what this does is it aids you, it guides you in the right direction, and you need this. This is a base. It's like trying to build a house, but with no walls. So I mean, if you go to build this app and you hire someone, you're extremely confident. I mean, to approach Appster in the first place, you must have confidence in your app. So if you're turning this down, you're essentially turning down building a foundation for your house. I mean, you might be building something on an idea that's inaccurate, something that has an extremely big flaw.
Right.
So I mean, this really acts as your base, and this is when I talk about it with people, I won't even look at it as separate from the entire development process. I just consider this the first step of the development process. I view it as being mandatory.
Right, that's a really interesting analogy you used over there with the foundation of the house.
Yeah, no, but it's true. This to me isn't. I wouldn't if people are asking me. This isn't a workshop. It's just the first step in developing the app.
It's a starting point. Yeah.
Right. Well, I very much appreciate it, and I'm glad that you saw this value in the workshop. And thank you very much for joining us.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Pleasure.
Thank you very much for joining us for another testimonial, and we'll see you for the next one.